Edge of a beautiful forest, beside a cool stream, where flowers grew on the forest floor, there once lived a busy little ant. Each day the ant worked at gathering food and taking it to his home in the ground. "Work is good," said the ant, and he worked hard. Underground, he had his snug little home. He liked his home, but there was not much time to rest. There was always so much work to do. Hardly was one bit of food safely stored away then the busy little ant was off again in search of more food. He had many friends in the forest. The snail was one of them. "Will you give me a ride, snail?" he said, and the snail did. The snail carried him up a tree stump. His friend the dragonfly was resting on a leaf nearby. "Will you give me a ride?" asked the ant, and he jumped on the dragonfly's back. The dragonfly carried him off, past a dove. One day, while the ant soared high above the forest on the dragonfly's back, a gust of wind shook him loose, and he fell down, down, down into the cool stream below. "Help!" cried the ant. "Save me!" He had such a little voice, he thought no one would hear him. But high above the stream, the dove heard his cries. She looked down and saw the little ant. She could see he needed help. She knew just how to save him. Down flew the dove from the high branch, and as she passed a tree, she plucked a leaf from it. Then down, down, down she flew. She dropped the leaf over the stream. It gently floated down, 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 and then it slipped under the little ant. Like a little boat, the leaf floated on the water and carried the ant safely to the bank of the stream. There he climbed onto the land. "Thank you, Miss Dove. You saved my life." "You're welcome, little ant." It was late afternoon, but there was still work to be done in the forest. The little ant gathered his food once more. As he worked, he thought of the dove who had saved his life. "Someday, perhaps I can do as much for the dove." The ant worked on until the day was over. Then he went to sleep and slept soundly through the night. When the beautiful morning came, there was a stranger in the forest. A hunter with a gun. It would be fun to shoot these apples off the tree, he thought. Bang went an apple off the tree, and another. The hunter kept firing, and down fell the apples. Apples fell all around him. The hunter thought this was fun, until... Then he moved on in search of other things to shoot. His big shoes thumped along. The little ant heard the hunter, and he wondered what mischief the hunter would be up to. The ant decided to follow him. Now the hunter had found something else to shoot at. The dove asleep in the tree. The dove who had saved the ant's life. The ant knew he must save her. What could he do? He had something at home. He ran back to his house to get it. Maybe this will help save the dove, he thought. Could he stop the hunter and save the dove? Could a little ant stop a big man? The ant hurried. He climbed the hunter's foot, then up his leg. The hunter aimed at the dove, and just as the hunter was about to fire, the ant pinched him. Ouch! The dove heard the noise and flew away. She was safe now. The ant had helped save the dove's life. The hunter wondered, what could have pinched me? Then he limped from the forest. The ant skipped and danced for joy. He had helped to save the life of his friend, the dove. There was still work to do before the day was over. And as he worked, he saw the dove fly back. "Thank you, Mr. Ant. You saved my life," she said. The ant was so happy that he had helped the dove. The dove had saved his life. And after all, one good turn deserves another.